If you guys want me to stay on, I'll stay on then. Sure.
All right. Well, you've got to sit through.
Hey, Joe, do we still got a big listening audience?
Yes, we do, sir. So let's keep rolling, baby. Look, and once again, I'm gonna have to play. So G Funky's here. I'm gonna have to play my impression of Ricky Hatton.
How we doing, love? It's time for Gogue's mythical matchups. And no, I'm not making a comeback. Oh, you can't afford me, can you?
Oh, and thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Hitman. So, James, shut up, G. So once again, here's the big question. How would Canelo, now we can all agree that this is his prime weight at 168. That's where he looks the strongest. He doesn't have to take as many breaks. He looks like a complete fighter at 68, correct?
Yeah. Consider, you add all his fights, all his experiences, led him to this point. Yeah.
Indeed. That's why he mowed through the competition at 68, the other title holders, like a hot knife through butter. But Gogue, is he the best 168 pounder of all time? That seems to be the question posed today on social media. And a lot of people have been refuting that, saying that that distinction belongs to Joe Calzaghe of Wales. What say you, sir? And how would that fight play out in a mythical matchup, pound for pound?
Joe Calzaghe's a good combination puncher, steady. You see every round, his punch output doesn't, fall off. Good boxer. Okay, his dad Enzo really did a great, outstanding job with him, man. You know what I mean? Just southpaw, just doesn't throw a lot of hard shots. Just a lot of he mixes up hard shots with touch shots, but a lot of speed combinations. Okay, a lot of pivots. He's a handful to deal with, man, because of his ability to throw combination after combination consistently. Canelo. Yeah, that's going to be Canelo don't have a problem fighting southpaws, man. I mean, he's comfortable. His brothers were southpaws, and he used to spar him all the time growing up. So he's accustomed to fighting the lefty and everything. If you're a right-hander coming up and you don't get to spar southpaws a lot, you got a problem when you got to fight a southpaw, a.k.a. Anthony Joshua, where they fought Usyk, okay? He never sparred a lot of them. He never fought a lot of them in the amateurs, I don't think. So he doesn't have that experience, like Canelo when he had coming up. He wouldn't have a hard Canelo. Once he gets inside, it's the hard punches that he's going to land. Okay. Now, can Calzaghe take those shots? You know what I mean? I seen him get dropped by Roy Jones when they fought, but Roy Jones, he wasn't in his prime when he fought him. He was a little on the downhill. Now, if he would have fought Roy Jones in the 90s, when he was in his prime, it would have been a different story. All right. That speed and that power and explosiveness, Calzaghe wouldn't have been able to handle him. But, when they fought, Calzaghe fought him at the perfect time, like 10 years later, where he was not as explosive and sharp and in his prime like when he was in the 90s. But Canelo, once he gets inside, he's brutal. He's one of the best inside fighters I've seen. Now, I'm talking about Chavez. I'm talking about, guys like James Toney, great inside fighters. I mean, there's a lot of them I've seen, but, Chavez, Toney, Oliveras is good. I mean, I got to go into my my memory of all the great inside fighters I've seen in my lifetime. But Canelo, he as far as skill, meaning creative combination punching, the compact short combos, throws every punch in the book, coming from every angle, mixes them up, changes them up creatively. Yeah, when he gets in the pocket, he's brutal, and he's a good counter puncher at close range too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's he just got to get the right distance. Canelo is a shorter guy, so he always got to suppress the action to get that distance, and he don't have a problem doing that. He always finds he always walks his guy down. He always gets that distance he wants when he gets inside and that's when he gets to work. That's when the danger starts for the opponent. When he gets there where he wants in the pocket. A lot of guys ain't got the skills like Canelo in the pocket. They don't know how to fight trench warfare like Canelo. That's why when Canelo gets in the pocket, the playing field becomes uneven in favor of Canelo. Oh yeah, he's brutal, man. And fighting a guy like Southpaw like Calzaghe, them right uppercuts are gonna land. The right hooks, the little looping overhand rights, the left hooks back, the body shot. Canelo could throw. Sometimes it's hard for a right-handed fighter to land them left hooks to the body on a southpaw because different angle there. What do you call it? They give you, but not with Canelo. Yeah, let me tell you, like I said, Canelo, he's just so calm and patient when he walks you down and everything. You know what I mean? And when he gets there, he knows what to do. He knows once he sees them openings, boom, he strikes. Whatever punch he needs to hit you with, he could throw. Like I said, he has every punch in his arsenal. He could bring out of his arsenal and use it. Yeah, I'm going. Calzaghe, great fighter, Hall of Famer, undefeated, stayed undefeated. Yeah, it would. It's all about, can you hurt Canelo and keep him off you? Can you keep him at range and distance? When Canelo gets inside, it's brutal, and I don't think Calzaghe would be able to handle that heat up close, especially when he hits him. Okay, this is professional boxing, Joe. Can you take? You got to be able to take your other guy's punch. Can you take Canelo's best punch? And like Munguia last night, he found out when he got hit. Oh man, it's not as this is not going to be easy. and he kind of like got his attention, put the fear in him. You could see after that he was tentative through the whole fight. He wasn't putting his 8, 9, 10 punch combinations like he was early on. But yeah, that would be a hell of a fight, man. Canelo is just about getting the distance, which, like I said, he's comfortable fighting southpaws. Just getting, because he walks you down with that high guard defense, and he does it real calm and smoothly. He knows how to cut off the ring. He knows how to do it subtly, subtly. Then all of a sudden he's in the pocket. You know what I mean? He just doesn't walk forward. He does it calm and patient. You know what I mean? Not getting hit, getting that distance close. But yeah, be a hell of a fight. But yeah, Calzaghe, like I said, he wouldn't be able to hang with deal with Canelo, especially up close. So all you motherfuckers say I'm a Canelo hater. Kiss my ass. I just gave Canelo a great analysis if he ever fought Joe Calzaghe. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Joe Calzaghe. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
He's a bad dude, man. I mean, he's a good, solid fighter. I ain't questioning his fighting ability. I'm just questioning him 2 times what happened. Okay, when he, like I said, when he avoided Golovkin. You know what I mean? Yeah, when he avoided Golovkin them 2 times.
Well, let's stay on this Calzaghe analysis. Now, Calzaghe was a naturally big super middleweight fighter. He didn't overwhelm you with power, but he usually overwhelmed his opponents by fighting in the pocket, on the inside, holding and hitting, overwhelming you with volume. And even though he got floored several times in his career, he always got off, just like on Roy Jones, just like on Robin Reed, just like several of his fights.
Robin Reed.
He got up and he adapted. He recovered very quickly because he was always in great shape. And look at the Jeff Lacey fight in Wales. In my opinion, Gogue, is this a solid assessment? In Wales, if Canelo fights him in Wales with the crowd behind him in the Millennium Stadium, I think Calzaghe beats him. In Vegas, though, I think Canelo Alvarez takes him.
Let me give you an example. I talked to Jesse Reed, Hall of Fame trainer Jesse Reed, good friend of mine.
Legend.
Yeah, when I was a young guy, boy, he taught me so much about how to, about the advanced skill sets great fighters had. Like, the shoulder roll. He taught me the shoulder roll when we had a guy. we had a guy, I was working with him with a fighter, one of my fighters who was a national champion. We fought on the undercard, Mike McCallum, James Toney, the second one in Reno. And Jesse broke down to me. You see James Toney? He taught me the shoulder roll. He was showing me, you see how he does this, how he rolls his shoulder, how he counters, how he protects himself by keeping that chin tucked in. He taught me all the intricacies on how that shoulder roll works. And he told me, you see his trainer, Bill Miller? I didn't even know who the fuck he was. He goes, he taught him all that. He's a very, very good trainer. And I respect Jesse, man. And he told me, he gave me back to this analysis. He told me one time he had Orlando Canizales fight Billy Hardy. He fought him in his backyard in England. And Jesse goes, this guy ain't shit. You're going to knock him out. It's going to be an easy fight. After the fight, Orlando, that dude, because he fought in his hometown and he was energized by his fan base, he fought 50% harder. You know what I mean? Jesse was like, you know what I mean? Jesse goes, man, Jesse learned a lesson that night. When you fight a guy in his hometown, they're going to fight. They're going to fight like they never fought before. Okay.
That's right.
And Orlando after the fight goes, man, you told me this was going to be an easy fight. This was not an easy fight. And Jesse told him, look, just what I told you. He goes, Orlando, he fought extra hard. He gave extra effort because he fought in his hometown. Okay. That energy that you get fighting in your hometown feeds off on you. Just like when Tony Lopez was champion in Sacramento, fighting in front of his hometown fan base, 17,000. It made him this much better. Okay. I've been in that atmosphere. Okay. When you got a fan base behind you, your fighter fights so much better. Even though the discrepancies in talent is this much, it don't matter. You close the gap because that extra energy of the fans behind you, it makes your fight so much better. So that Canelo wouldn't, man, he gonna call the shots because when it comes to pay-per-view, the numbers are gonna come in the States, and this fight's gonna have to be in Vegas, just like Ricky Hatton and Mayweather. Okay, Calzaghe is just gonna have to have all his fans come from across the pond and fight him in Vegas, and this is a Vegas fight that they would pay a big site fee for. And in Vegas, he ain't gonna beat Canelo. He's a hell of a fighter too, that Calzaghe. I like him. I like him. He's a very busy combination, a very, very busy, stay busy combination puncher, man. His dad, Enzo, got trainer of the year 1 year. Outstanding job with him. He's Joe. He retired undefeated. I heard he took care of his money. And, Joe, man. I met him one time. That's all. I just hi, hey, nice to meet you and all that. But I don't know the dude. But anyway, I just heard that he took care of his money, invested it good, like a smart businessman, like fighters should do. But Canelo, boy, man. There's fighters. How do you think a lot of them fighters in England when they come to the States and they fight fighters in their prime? It doesn't. It's a different level, baby. When you come to the States, I'm not talking about an old Bernard Hopkins or
old Roy Jones
or Roy Jones. I'm talking about in prime Canelo. It's different. In Vegas, Canelo, that motherfucker's a bad dude, man.
So, guys, unfortunately for Calzaghe fans, Coach is saying that if they did fight prime for prime, he's taking this factor into consideration that the breadwinner would choose to fight in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena, not at the Millennium Stadium in Wales, in Cardiff.
What the fuck should they fight on? It's going to be on pay-per-view. You can't do a pay-per-view over there. The time difference.
So there it is.
Canelo ain't on the B side. Calzaghe's on the B side. All right, because of the pay-per-view numbers he brings. All right.
That's it. That's it, guys. And look, he got floored in that fight. Calzaghe did against B-Hop.
No, against Roy Jones.
Well, he got floored in both.
Oh, I can't remember, man. I was supposed to go to.
And honestly, he got a split decision against B-Hop because Adelaide Bird scored the fight in favor of Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, I had a fighter fight on that undercard, but something happened. I couldn't make it. But anyway.
Okay, so here's another one, Coach Gogue. Last one we're going to throw out at you before we say goodnight. This is Canelo Alvarez in his prime at 168 and Andre Ward after he won the Super 6 at 68. Who wins and why?
Can Ward keep him off him? At close range? Ward, man, he's a hell of a boxer.
Well, hold on. Let me throw this caveat at you. Not Kenny Bayless, okay? Not Joe Cortez as ref, but Thomas Taylor, who was the official last night. If Thomas Taylor is a ref and doesn't allow holding on the inside, who wins?
Yeah, Ward he's known to smother you and tie you up and everything. But if you notice, Canelo, he doesn't let you tie you up. He keeps his elbows. When he gets inside, he doesn't reach out like most fighters do. Now, see what happens. Most fighters, when the fight transfers from range to in the pocket, their natural inclination is if a fighter reaches out to tie you up, you reach out too. So you have something to grab on to tie you up. Okay, so the fight goes from range to right here. All of a sudden, your natural inclination is just to reach out, and you're giving your opponent something to tie you up with. Canelo, he doesn't. He keeps his elbows nice and tucked in, and when you do tie you up, he pushes you off. Ward ain't going to be able to do that. And once Canelo gets in the pocket, Ward ain't going to hurt him. Ward's not a big puncher, and Canelo is. When he gets in the pocket, oh yeah, and he's going to have to fight. Can he defend himself from them punches coming from all angles from Canelo? The short, compact punches coming from all angles, top to bottom, bottom to top. I'm going with Canelo.
All right. Well,
you ain't
there
going to
it
be
is.
able to keep him off with that jab. You need more than a jab to keep Canelo off you, man. Okay.
There it is, guys. So anyone who's stating that, and once again, guys, we're not considering James Toney or we're not considering Roy Jones Jr. because 68 was a mere pit stop for those two legends, okay, in their prime.